we're back for the Christmas special. So this is going to take place. This will actually be before the mission on Laren 4K. So you have been called together, all of you, to go and basically Selena has asked you to help with another special mission involving former Inquisitorial agent Nicholas Bari.
Oh boy. It's Daddy Gar.
She gathers you in the ready room. Hey everyone. So yeah, Nicholas Bari needs some assistance. We're currently at the planet he is retired to of Noel. And we will, he's been a bit cagey about what he wants, so go down, find out what he wants, deal with whatever stupid request he has, and then we'll go in and deal with something more important.
Nicholas has been cagey.
Nicholas has been cagey.
Whatever he needs, ma'am. We stand ready.
Gar, normally I do enjoy your enthusiasm for the job, but not in this case, please. Just go board your ship and take care of this.
I remains enthusiastic.
She quickly just like has the stormtroopers lead you to a boarding vessel and just packs you in. Door shuts without you even getting in your seats.
He seems in a mood.
The shuttle takes off, heads towards the planet's northern pole, and you see the familiar sight. Well, not for Eve, but for the rest of you, see this familiar sight of touching down on the landing pad near Nicholas Bari's kind of like mansion area.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
The shuttle touches down, spreading freshly fallen snow off the landing pad. The door opens up, and the instant chill of cold air hits you. There's a little bit of snow falling, not heavy, but just a little bit. And some of Nicholas Bari's diminutive assistants come out to take you inside. You approach the front door, which immediately get thrown open, and you see standing a little more than 6 feet tall, with a long white beard and a red robe on. Ah! Good to see you. Good. Ah, I was afraid that they hadn't gotten my message.
Oh, they got it.
Come in.
Get all the messages, sir.
Come inside. I have a warm fire roaring.
I bet you do.
Merry Thrones Day, Gar.
He brings you all inside. He's like, first things first, before we get to business. And he hands each of you a present.
Thank you.
How delightful.
Ooh. Eve shakes it a little.
Kind of like hears it shuffling around inside. Well, come on now, open up.
All right. Gar opens his present.
Inside of Gar's present is a very ugly sweater.
Yes.
It's a mishmash of colors and patterns that would make a Slaneshi cultist pause for a moment.
Wow.
A single tear gleams in Gar's eye. He pulls on the sweater.
It's thick, woolly, and warm.
Good.
Watchmaker will open his sweater.
Inside of Watchmaker's present is a very ugly sweater.
Ah, thank you.
Eve will open her present.
It is a very ugly sweater.
And mine's is also an ugly sweater, I take
It is an ugly sweater. You all have these, like, they're not the same sweater. They're all very different, but they are
horrible.
They're uniquely horrible. Somebody had to put thought into making them bad like this.
I love it.
I think we should all wear them.
I mean, I plan to kill people with this on.
They are all thick and warm. But it's kind of warm inside, so...
Stand against these sweaters.
Good. Yes, there's been an unfortunate situation. one of my former assistants, a mutant by the name of Ruprecht, has been causing trouble. Against my better judgment, I had brought him on to assist with the punishing of the wicked children while I took care of rewarding the righteous children. And he took to the job with a zeal, but sadly, he has been a bit disproportionate in his meting out of justice to the wicked children. And
This is
has
concerning.
been too disproportionate is where I would stand with that. So, sadly, he's kidnapped a bunch of children from the town, where before he would just simply hit them with a branch, leave some pretty nasty welts so that they would understand that they had to be good. He has taken them to his lair, and where normally I would just go in and burn him, I sadly am busy.
It's understandable.
So you want us to go burn him for you?
Yes! That's correct.
Do you know what he's doing with the town's children?
I would assume he's probably going to kill them.
Do we need to leave him alive?
Oh, no, kill him. I don't care. He's a mutant. His flesh is corrupted. I'll let the God Emperor sort out his judgment.
Oh, this is lovely.
That works.
Oh, do be in one thing to keep in mind. He has the Zemus cat.
The what cat now?
The Zemus cat.
Please explain.
That's a large cat that stalks these foreign, these wintry, cold lands. Approximately the size of a Lehman Russ. Tends to eat people, and he has managed to capture one, and it is now his servant.
So kill the cat too. Got it.
Oh, I don't care about the cat. You can do whatever you want.
Can we adopt the cat?
Yeah.
Can we feed him to the cat?
Well, your cat is a bit big, and I don't think it would fit on your shuttle. Although, maybe if you use some ropes and pulleys, you could attach it to the bottom. But you can let the cat out. The cat eats those who are sinners and the wicked.
What does this mutant look like?
So, as you can see, he has hoof and feet and horns on his head, and he's very furry. His corrupted flesh is disturbing, and I recruited him because he did seem as he wished to make penance for his sinful body, but sadly, he has grown wild. So go burn him.
All right then.
Hell yes.
Okay.
We'll burn him with good cheer to death.
Excellent. I knew it was always... I can always trust you. So, you're going to want to go and visit his lair, which is on the other side of the mountain. I've instructed the sleigh beasts to bring you there. So you should be able to deal with him pretty easily, I imagine. Oh, I almost forgot. The children he's kidnapped, so you have to rescue them. But also, they've been too horribly punished. So just give them these gifts. And he just hands you like a whole bunch of like these boxes that have been wrapped up in wrapping paper. Give them these gifts so that they can know the joy of Candlemas.
Eve shakes one of the gifts.
You hear it like rattling around inside. No, not for you.
I think it's a sweater.
I think they're grenades, but whatever.
Yeah, why not both?
A sweater grenade.
Oh my god.
It's like one of those like knit bombs.
It's like a buckyball that expands, but it's yarn. Anything trapped within gets pulled in as it contracts, and they're left bound in a sweater and also asphyxiating because it's skin tight.
It's a vortex grenade. It just traps you like in time for all of eternity.
That's a real ugly sweater.
Now, be off with you now. I have to deliver all the gifts to the righteous children of the city. Can you believe that the people in the city have been reluctant to allow me in? They're barring their windows and chimneys. Ridiculous.
Very strange. Anyway.
They don't know a
Let's
good
go.
thing when it hits them.
Don't worry, I intend to fully deliver all these presents. And he just gets out like a crowbar and his flamer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gar just nods approvingly.
Delivery with a service.
Now then,
Enjoy.
some of my rattling associates will be taking you to the sleigh beasts, who will then be delivering you to the Rubric's lair. Oh, and do be careful with the sleigh beasts. They've been a bit peckish lately.
Will do.
Wes?
Well, off with you now. And a bunch of like rattlings just come and like start to try and guide you out of his house.
Okay. So I suppose we'll be ushered out.
Okay.
Does anybody have any particular experience with sleigh beasts?
One of them raises in. Yeah, I'm the sleigh beast tender.
Could you give us some advice?
Why don't you
Oh,
sound
these-
like Mike Tyson?
These things are big babies. Don't worry. Yeah, and he brings you over to the sleigh, and you see attached to it are 12 incredibly large, probably about like they probably stand about like a good meter taller than like a horse, with long antlers that stick up. They are shuffling around. Like, this one here is, and it just reaches down and bites his arm and starts thrashing him around.
You good?
Ah! It
I
just
think he's got this.
the rest like grab on and just tear him apart, splattering blood all over the freshly fallen snow.
So, who was next in line for Sleigh Beast Keeper?
One of them raises their hand. That would be me.
So, tell us about Sleigh Beasts.
Don't go near them.
Uh-huh. Yep, learned that one.
Yeah. Just well, they ate just now, but they should be safe. They know where to go. Oh God, he was my brother.
Oh no.
God,
Let that be a lesson to you. Don't go near the sleigh beasts. You need to feed them from a safe distance.
We did. They had just eaten.
Well, that's why they're called sleigh beasts. I assume the sleigh itself is protected from the beasts in some way?
Oh, it's open,
Or is it
but
perhaps a ways back from them?
it's a little farther back. They're like harnessed in, so they wouldn't be able to turn around.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone, into the sleigh, and no one get in front of the sleigh beasts, or to the side of them,
Good call.
or really too
Side-
close behind them either. Just stay in the sleigh, guys.
What do we normally feed them?
Raw meat.
Okay. Is there any animals out there we could potentially sacrifice to them?
There's like deer transplanted from Terra.
That'll do.
A few of you could come with us to help us locate these deer.
No, we're all set. We gotta get the presents ready for the kids.
Any of you named Dave?
No. We're all set. There's something inside the sleigh there that will keep them in line.
What would that be?
Inside the sleigh is a whip with these little pieces of metal barbs attached to it.
This just looks like it'll make them angry.
It won't pierce their skin.
That's not a contradiction to what I just said.
Well, good luck.
All right.
One of the sleigh beasts.
Gar dubiously takes up the whip, kind of looks at it, hesitating.
It's about 2 meters long, and yeah, along the length of this like leather whip. Farther towards the tip are these like embedded pieces of metal, sharp metal spikes. Some of the sleigh beasts like shift around as you pick it up, like kind of turning as best they can. You do notice that their eyes are not on their side, but directly in front, and they just like lift up their lip, and you see these like sharp fangs.
Oh yeah, those are predator markers. Those are not herbivores.
Well, everyone ready?
As I ever am.
Gar cracks the whip and says, "On, sleigh beasts!"
And they just instantly take off, and they accelerate far faster. You would, ridden in the sleigh before, but it's always a start how quickly they get going, and you just instantly get lurched back against the seats of the sleigh as they take off through like this dark forest through the snow, and just like trees whip by, branches like low branches smack you in the face. And they take off, and you eventually like you see a deer running through the woods, and they are instantly on top of it. It is, well, basically deer in the headlight, and they just hit it and just rip it apart.
Sleigh doesn't even slow down.
Like you are getting
Fine blood mist.
Yep, you're getting hit with pieces of blood and like flesh and bone and a little bit of gristle.
It's good to break the sweaters in early.
At least we're warm while this is happening.
Oh, you're great. You're very warm, Matt. I mean, your torsos are.
Sorry, my Ethernet got disconnected. Who's flesh and gristle and bone?
Oh, you got a deer. Like
We just ran over a deer.
the sleigh
Okay.
beasts like found and grabbed and ate a deer on the move.
Also, what iconic thing did Gar say when he cracked the whip? Because that's right when I disconnected.
Oh, he said, "On, sleigh beasts?"
On
okay.
sleigh beasts.
It is a great moment in Sleigh Beast lore.
On Punisher and Killer and Flair.
In Hungary.
Hungry. And Chewy.
And Chewy. Bark.
I can see like Chewie like holding on, like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
And the sleigh beast in the lead is just like face completely covered blood red.
That's Hungry.
He's the greatest sleigh beast of them all.
Hungry
Is it
Beast.
Rodolphus?
So eventually the sleigh beasts, they do stop to finish eating their deer. And you just see them all kind of like, as best they can, just like gathering around it. The first few eat like what they can, and then like move a little bit and pass it down along the line. They have learned how to share while connected to the sleigh.
Oh, how marvelously in the spirit of giving.
By the time it reaches the actual sleigh itself, the deer has been reduced to primarily bone. They haven't eaten the head though, so the head is more or less intact. Its eyes wide open, the mouth like the tongue is missing.
Such noble beasts.
Can Eve grab a bone for Chewy to chew on?
Yeah, there's a lot, so Eve just grabs a bone. Chewie takes it, but he's a cybermassive, so he doesn't quite know what to do with this thing.
It's the thought that counts, Chewy, okay?
Vark. He just spits it out and looks at it and looks at you.
Mary,
Or-
or, you know.
Merry Candlemas. But the sleigh beasts have stopped moving.
Well, I think we're here.
Oh no, you're like out in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere, really.
And they're not moving on.
They're eating they're digesting the deer.
I guess I could try like a navigate surface to see like where we are.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or we could like use the whip again.
We could. Sorry, hang on. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Operate. Navigate surface. Good news, it's an intelligence bonus and I have no points in it.
Hooray.
Watchmaker, you are on the surface of a planet in the northern pole. You are somewhere in the middle of the woods.
There's snow.
There is snow around you. There are mountains to one side of you.
Can I try a survival?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That was a much better idea. I should have done that.
Hang on, let me see.
Like that.
Yeah, but what is it? Oh, okay. I had to check my bonus.
Okay. There. There you go. Perfect.
Wow.
Wow.
That's with the compass, by the way.
Okay, so Watchmaker and Tigo working together, you are able to figure out that the woods are pretty thick, but there actually is a path where the woods are not as thick and they are a little bit wider than the actual sleigh, indicating it's probably a trail of some sort.
Okay, that's probably where we gotta be. And, well, who wants to try to nudge them back on course then?
Their guard spirit animal. And he has the thingy.
Yeah, I do not have any animal handling skills. I could operate a surface vehicle if it comes to that, but
It technically would count.
Gar cracks the whip again.
What did Eve? Okay.
God
What?
Emperor points you that way.
And what did Eve want to do?
I was gonna see if we could get Chewie to try to like bark at them and hurt them.
Okay. Chewie looks at them. Bork. One of them like attempts to like hit Chewie with his antlers. But Gar cracks the whip and they like straighten up and they like take off again, crushing the bones of the deer underneath the sleigh.
Yeah, there you go. I knew this thing would come in handy.
They just whip down this like trail, going incredibly fast still. Like these things are probably going like 60 kilometers per hour in like snow. So, and eventually they come to the foot of a mountain. And built into the side of a mountain is this kind of like fortress setup. But it's definitely fallen in disrepair. There are cracks in the walls. There are trees growing against its edge, but you can see lights in the actual fortress windows, and you can see some of the freshly fallen snow has been more recently, within the past few hours, has been packed down. Looking at the snow, you would see that the what is packed down appears to be some measure of hoof print.
well, we have our mark, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can spread out and search for clues. And the sleigh beasts don't look like they're really going anywhere for a minute.
They hear a deer and they quickly run to the woods and grab it, but they are within sight.
Okay.
As they just rip into this thing, it makes a horrifying death sound.
Well, let's follow the tracks. Maybe grab the whip out of the sleigh before we leave, just in case we need to deter them from eating us.
Yeah, I'll hang on to the whip.
All right. The sleigh
It'll
beast.
also prevent anyone from stealing the sleigh. I don't think they're going to listen to anybody that doesn't have the whip.
The sleigh beasts look at you as you exit the sleigh to see if you're going to attempt to interrupt their meal, but seeing that you're not heading towards the food, they ignore you.
That's good. Car's like, stay.
One of them just like
And
narrows
then
its
backs away without turning around.
narrows its eyes at you and like kind of like paws the snow. So the actual fortress yourself that you're looking at is the body of the building is built into the foot of this mountain here, and there is in fact a curtain wall surrounding it with a large gate in front.
Okay.
Ah,
Can I do an awareness check to scope the place out from a distance?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll awareness.
that was better than my plan of looking for a knocker.
Okay. Watchmaker, taking a look at just scoping out the building. Yep, you see the footprints made by the hooves are traveling into the past the gate and going into the actual building itself. The building does have a couple of lights around it, but for the most part is primarily dark.
Okay.
And you do also notice some large footprints, actually large paw prints, approximately yay big.
Any sentries posted or anything that I can see along the curtain wall?
There are no sentries,
Any equipment or sensors that I can see?
not that you're aware of. It looks like an old style fortress that has just been abandoned and more recently taken up.
Okay. Then I guess we best get to going. I will stealth towards the entry.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth. All right, wow, really? Okay. Watchmaker is quite stealthy as he approaches the entrance.
How the hell are you so much more stealthy than me?
I picked up equipment and I've been specializing in stealth since I made the character.
Okay.
I have 3 out of the 4 bonuses on it, plus the items.
Okay.
Stupidly high agility of 51.
Okay,
So-
that's the difference right there.
Yeah, Watchmaker walks through this is very quiet as he walks through the snow. He does leave footprints, but the snow covers up any sound of him walking.
Excellent. And I'll motion the others to follow me as we get ready to storm the fortress.
Okay. We follow.
Okay, you all follow along and arrive at the front of the gate.
Should we knock on the gate or blow it up, or what do you think?
Not gonna gate dominoes.
We might be able to just sneak past or something.
You do actually see a little intercom.
Your call, Gar.
Yes.
Why
Stella.
don't you see if you can get the gate open silently, and if not, we will
Yeah.
just see if they'll bust us in, I suppose.
All right. Let me. It's been a while now. I forgot my memorization of my skills.
So what do you do? What is Tico doing?
We're gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
Well, attempt to. So this damn thing starts working. Jesus Christ.
Oh, is it doing the thing again?
No, it's. No, this laptop's a piece of, you know.
Oh, I see.
Alright, here we go. I think I hit the right one. Really? I'll fate that.
Okay.
Dice are starting off strong.
Wow, damn. That's a heck of a swap. Tico goes up to the gate and shakes a little bit. It's locked. Just pulls out his lockpick and just slides it up right up the center, and the gate just unlocks.
Wow.
And pushes it open with a rusty. Oh, and actually, go ahead and make awareness.
Oh God.
Tigo sees a figure appear in the window once the gate opens up, before quickly disappearing.
Uh-oh. Should I roll for that as well?
You could if you'd like.
Sure. Wank.
Watchmaker didn't see it. It happened too quick.
I did
That-
that too.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that if you'd like. Actually, that was a pretty good awareness roll. So Tico also notices that the figure in the window had horns, although it was silhouetted against the. It was only the silhouette of the figure. Eve briefly sees something was in the window.
Can I point it out to everyone?
Yes. Although, does Tico point it out as well, or just keep that to himself?
I'll just I'll follow up that he had horns.
Cool. Well, not cool.
We may have been spotted.
Let's keep an eye towards cover as we advance then.
Okay. You enter into a courtyard past the curtain wall. It is basically just covered in snow. Snow has just built up, and with only a small path in the center, like leading from the gate to the front door, that has been cleared in any meaningful fashion.
Well,
Burn
have
the
our entrance.
snow.
I'll take out my scanner and try to detect traps on it.
Okay.
Jesus, these rolls.
You don't see anything that you're aware of.
Okay.
The
I think
scanner.
we're good. Who wants to breach, and do we want to go loud or quiet?
Are we going straight through the middle, or is there like a side way?
I think there was only the main entrance that was cleared of snow.
Yep. No, there is basically like large snowbanks along your left and right. They go up about 3 meters, but they've been packed down, so they're not impossible to climb over.
We might also be able to melt them with flame weaponry, though that's pretty obvious in its own right.
Yeah.
It
Melt
would
the
let us
snow.
spoil any potential foyer ambush. But I don't have a melt up pistol. That would do something.
All right, what's your plan?
Depends on how you guys want to do this. I'm okay following your lead. I'll have my Stormbolter at the ready.
We just burn down the house and just be done with it.
Just lance strike it and call it a good day.
Yeah.
We have to rescue the wicked children. or
That's
whatever.
right, we do. I suppose that means we should just stop dilly-dallying and enter.
I mean, I just want the attack hat.
The
Gar
Zemus.
approaches the door. He looks like he's gonna kick it.
All right. Gar approaches the door. Does he, in fact, try and kick it open?
Does anyone stop him?
Hell no, I cheer you on.
If that's the way you want to do it.
Gar kicks the door.
Go ahead and roll strength. Okay, close. Gar kicks puts a lot of weight into the foot, and it hits the door, and it rattles, and doesn't open, unfortunately.
Fuck it, I kick it too.
Tigo walks up and kicks it, and with Gar's original strike, Tigo is able to follow up and break the door. Not entirely in, it pushes in, and in fact the door was more meant to actually open out to prevent this, but it has.
I kind of figured that was what you were gonna do.
The issue is with age and not a lot of repair, the door has weakened a bit. So it pushes in a little bit and leaves a crack open that is about yay big. So you can put your face through if you needed to.
That seems like a bad idea.
There's the crackle of an intercom. Yes, who's knocking at my door?
The Inquisition of His Holy Imperial Empires. Man.
Oh! Did
Let us in.
Nicholas send you?
Who?
Who now? You should let us in.
Did Nicholas Bari send you?
I mean, what do you think?
I would assume yes.
You have crossed Saint Sir Nicholas of the Inquisition, haven't you?
He's not an inquisitor, you know.
Whatever.
Do you or do you not have a bunch of children that you are going to probably kill?
Yes, I have some wicked children. Nicholas wasn't too keen on punishing them. You see, the children just get worse and worse every year, so I'm going to feed them to the Zemus cat and, teach the town a lesson. Then we won't have any more wicked kids. Sure.
Your punishment of the wicked has exceeded your authorization levels.
Are you sure? Seems about right for
Yes.
what I normally do.
Pretty sure.
I mean,
Sure.
really now, sticking them in a burlap sack and hitting them has really yielded no good results for me.
I mean, you've been given the opportunity to put kids in a burlap sack and beat them.
That was
Obviously,
always
good,
fun,
wrong.
yes. But now I'm going to feed them to the Zemus cat.
We'd rather you didn't.
And I did. It seems we're at an impasse.
Well, the thing is,
How about we just feed you to the fucking cat?
well, that is an option, but the thing is, we
I
need
also
to get
want
the
one of those
kids
cats.
back, and you're gonna die if you don't give the kids back in good, living, breathing, ready to be punished for future sins condition.
Well, I do like
That's the
punishing
thing, you see,
children
the
for...
punishment has to continue. If you feed them to a cat, then they can't continue to be punished.
I do like punishing children, but I've also noticed that people like having children, and they always seem to make more of them. But really, the point is that there should be less children to punish. I should be able to focus my punishment on a select few children, instead of
See-
spreading my punishment out over a large group of children, you see.
The problem is that it's not up to you. It's up to His Holiness and Saint Nick, okay?
But he's the one who tasked me to do it, so really...
And now he's untasked.
We could discuss this. I'm not an unreasonable fellow.
Of course not.
I mean, you could always try a collaborative effort on your punishing.
Oh, Nicholas Bari's cutting me out. He's trying to punish the children himself, and he's not even good at it. He just gives them stupid little presents that they don't like, but ultimately doesn't affect them in any way. Now me, I prefer to strike them with a stick. Or a branch.
That's
Well, that's
fair.
all well and good.
Well, anyway, go away. I'm busy.
No. Open
We
the
really
door,
can't.
or we'll burn it down.
You do have fire, don't you?
We do.
Alright, go ahead and make an intimidate check, but you can do this with fellowship as opposed to strength.
I'll let Gar do it because Gar's a big man.
So I'll just click the thing that is fellowship based instead, such as that. That's the same amount of what it says. Oh, come on. Come on now, I'll fade it.
Okay.
The Grinch is here.
The crunch.
Better. So let us in. We have our orders, and you have yours, and you've disobeyed them, so now you have to die. So let us in. I mean, not die. We'll be nice to you, but you have to open the door.
I don't want... Well, alright. But I have to have assurance that you will listen to me first. You see, I think I can convince you that these children need to be punished. So promise me that you'll listen.
Oh, we'll hear you out.
Okay.
Sure. I'll listen to him.
You broke the lock. You're gonna have to push the door open. I was trying to... I'm hitting the button to like open it up, and it's not working.
Hang on, let me. I kind of do the sneak on past you to grab the ranch, reach past Gar, and pull the door open.
It creaks.
Yeah, the door is like basically on like one hinge.
We'll, if this place doesn't get razed to the ground and settling our differences, we'll get that replaced for you.
Okay.
We know a guy.
We know a lot of guys.
I wasn't expecting a door for Candlemas, but fair enough. So Watchmaker just opens up the door, which is like the lock's been snapped.
It just falls down afterward.
A bit of snow just like gets with a wind gets like swept inside this hallway. And yeah, the door opens up into a hallway. There are some candles lit along the hall leading inside.
Inside we go.
Indeed.
The halls, the candles themselves, there are many hallways within here, but only one route through the halls are actually lit with candles.
Let's go.
That seems like a totally safe way to go. Let's go that way.
Yeah, we'll assume traps as we progress.
Okay. Well, if you'd like, you can search for traps.
I would like to do that.
All right. How would you like to search for them?
I was thinking using a combination of an optic sweep and then my scanner.
Okay, go ahead and roll awareness.
Okay. And I will add my body gimmicks. That's good.
All right. Watchmaker checking around, looking for traps, checking with the scanner. Doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. As far as he can tell, this hallway is completely devoid of anything except some candles and some rather like old, worn decorations, like a rusted suit of armor, an old tattered coat of arms.
Okay. Aside from the Scooby-Doo wariness of the suit of armor, I think we're good to advance.
As you pass by the armor, it just kind of tips over and falls down into many different pieces.
That's fair. Okay.
Heading down the hallway, you find yourself at a door. Just a solid wooden door with some metal bars across it.
So, as in it locks from this side?
Oh, it's not locked.
It's not like we could really kick it in anyway.
Shall we open it? Shall we check it for trapses?
Trapsuses?
May as well, but I think we're fairly clear, at least for now.
Yeah, he wants to monologue at us.
Okay.
These things happen.
The door is, as far as you can tell, not trapped.
Okay, let's go.
You open the door, and it leads down to a winding staircase that heads deep underground.
Looks safe.
Fucking too
Go
much
that way.
campus over here.
So you make your way down these winding, twisting stairs. Eventually, you probably travel down a good 20 meters before finding yourself at another door.
Alright. Same shit, different day. Are we hearing anything or seeing anything?
You don't. Well, you have to make an awareness to see if you like hear or see anything through the door. You hear a few whispers through the door. They're not really whispers so much as like people, a lot of different voices from a distance, trying to like travel through this heavy, thick wooden door.
Hey, we got company in there.
Hmm.
I will open the door.
Okay. Opening the door, you find yourself in a underground basement section, and what it comes to is it opens up. Approximately 5 meters in front of you are a selection of bars forming a wall you can see through. Through the wall, through these bars, you can see a cage, a large cage dangling from a chain in the ceiling, and inside of the cage are a bunch of kids, approximately like a dozen or so children. The cage itself is held up by the chain and is going past the bars. It drops down into a large pit, and inside the pit you see a cat. This large Lehman Russ-sized cat. It is covered in like bony plates. It's large whiskers. It has these feral-looking eyes. It is reaching up to the cage and batting at it.
Well,
Okay.
you should probably put the pause button on that.
And you hear a voice coming through an intercom. Ah! Good, you have arrived. So, you can see the wicked children there, about to be fed to the Zemus cat. The Zemus cat, having pawed at the cage, is getting eager to eat, but knows he can't eat right away, so he just kind of curls up in a little ball and makes a very loud purring sound that kind of like rumbles the room here in a bit.
That sounds about right. So yeah, the kids need to not die.
But you don't understand. They're wicked. That child there in the green robe there, you see, he has been pulling his sister's pigtails. And even though his parents said, don't do that anymore, young Jimmy, he continues to pull her pigtails. And that child there is his sister, who wouldn't play with him, forcing him to pull her pigtails. And that child there, you see, in those blue pajamas, his parents told him that it was time to go to bed, but he continued to read the scriptures of the God Emperor under the covers. Tisk, 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 always listen to your parents. Now you're going to get fed to the Zemus cat.
Yes, we see.
And they like see you, and they like instantly are like at the bars of the cage, like, help, let us out, please, he's trying to kill us. They're like, I want to go home, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm sorry. And the Zemus cat picks up a little bit, goes to the like the bars to look at you. Puts his paws on the cage, or like on the bars towards you, pressing its weight against it. The bars strain a bit.
I think the move here is that we should feed the mutant to the kitty cat.
That does seem to be a valid option.
And then it
Adopt the
won't
cat.
be hungry. And then we can befriend the kitty cat and take
If we
it home.
can't,
with
we
us.
could always try to bring it onto a collision course with the sleigh beasts.
That's a good plan B.
Keep the one in the back.
Kitty is very... Mr. Whiskers is very hungry. So, I'll be pressing the button that will be opening at the bottom of the cage and releasing all the children into the Zemus Beast cage.
You shall not.
Why? I've done it like
For
twice
you
before.
promised to monologue to us further.
Well, first off, I've done it twice before. This is just the last batch. You really should have gotten here a little sooner, I feel. If you wanted to stop me from feeding children to the Zemus cat.
Well, if you've already fed 2 batches of children to the cat, surely it must be full of children.
Oh, you don't know how much this thing eats and poops.
Oh, I
suppose
had
not.
a nickel for every time I heard that.
However, before you push the button and finish your holy task, we
Yes?
would like to have a drink with you and celebrate Candlemas briefly.
All right, this might as well
Booze.
happen too.
Make a
Got
charm.
booze.
Make a charm test.
I still have some vodka from that party.
God.
I will fate that.
Let me see.
Okay?
Wow.
Not be charming.
I feel like you're just going to use this as a chance to kill me and not punish wicked children. But have you considered how wicked they are and how much they should be punished?
Have you considered how wicked you are?
No. I punish them.
And
Punishing
I
them
have-
isn't wicked.
I have like vodka from like a long time ago. Can I just like slam it on the table? Let's drink now.
Is this
Ah,
like
but-
the vodka? Wait, where'd you get? Was this the vodka from
Was
that
it,
party?
Like, I don't even remember. It was like before that. No, it was after that. I thought.
But you must consider, Noel,
Oops.
there is no innocence, only degrees of guilt, and you seem to be deflecting your own self-castigation onto these children instead of doing your own due penance.
Noel's the
That's
planet.
the truth.
This guy's
Oh, no,
Ruprecht.
planet. Sorry.
Yeah, this is Ruprecht. He's like, well, make a charm test to see if you can like convince him.
I'll fade it just for the sake of the.
Hey, what do you know? You do raise a good point. There is no innocence. All right. I will convince you. So you have to promise to at least listen to my spiel before attempting to kill me. I know you inquisitorial types.
As long as you also promise not to pull the lever and feed the remaining children to the Zemus cat.
Oh, I promise. For now.
I'll scrutinize, but no, the for now is legit. Okay.
And as a show of good faith, and you see in the little pit that the Zemus cat is in, a door opens up, and the Zemus cat walks into this door, and then it closes. See, safe for right now. And another door to your left opens up, like through here, and we shall meet in person.
I wish to scrutinize him.
Okay, go ahead and roll scrutiny.
His speech.
Yeah. I feel like that door might lead to the Zemus cat.
As far as you can tell, he actually is on the level.
All right, through the door then.
In going through the door, it leads up a staircase into a large open room. Inside the room is a fireplace with a roaring fire. There is a tree that's been decorated. The room itself has been decorated with holly and a number of Candlemas decorations. Inside are plushy couches and seats with a table in the center. There is a drink that has been poured in glasses all around, and inside of the room is Ruprecht. He is he has his hoofed feet, curled horns, wearing an ugly sweater. Oh, yes, you've been to see Nicholas recently. Well, come in. I poured some eggnog.
Thank you.
Yes. Look, the Zemus cat, and you can look out a window to see the Zemus cat just like kind of in a little area.
How delightful.
Yes, he's playing with the no Zemus cat, and you just see the Zemus cat like pawing at this like sled. That's expensive. The Zemus cat looks up at him and pushes the sled off.
How did you get the Zemus cat?
I lured it in with some children.
Makes sense.
Children are a very versatile commodity on this planet, aren't they?
Their parents don't think so, but they don't know what they're talking about. Look, these kids are wicked. Do you want them to follow heresy and chaos?
Well, they can't do the Emperor's work if they're already dead.
But they can't do chaos's work if they're dead either. See? Huh? See, we're another impasse.
Well, by that argument, we should just kill everyone.
Well, yes, you should.
Perhaps we'll.
Now that you promised
I
to
know exactly what you were gonna say.
No. You promised you'd listen to me.
Oh, right.
Let's at least drink our eggnog.
I suppose we should do a cursory inspection of the eggnog just.
I scrutinize the eggnog.
The eggnog is eggnog. It has no ability to lie to you.
Is it? Oh, okay, that's fair. Tell me your secrets, Nog!
This guy doesn't seem that bad except for the fact that he wants to kill these children.
Quotes from Dark Heresy, ladies and gentlemen.
The eggnog is eggy. It has a cinnamon scent to it. There's a little bit of alcohol. You can just sense the barest taste of alcohol in it, but you can't determine if it is poisoned or not.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting guests. You seem very nervous.
Well, we're used to people constantly trying to end our lives in insidious ways.
Oh, I think we can both agree on that. My corrupted flesh has long made me a target of those who would wish to see me underground, as it were. But I have pledged my life to doing the Emperor's work. When I die, the Emperor will look to me and he will forgive me for the
thing is,
mutations.
all these kids that you want to kill to preempt chaos, like, the Emperor needs them in a currently breathing configuration to do his work on this side.
Oh, these kids are simply a warning to the rest.
Considered actually
How
killing
about the
chaos.
first two? What if the first two batches were the warning to the rest?
Yeah, it sounds like you've already killed the rest.
No, 3s. Everyone needs 3. Or 12. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get me some more batches of kids to bring here? And I will give you a gift.
I respect the hustle, but
I will give you the Zemus cat as your own. His name is Mr. Whiskers.
How will we make it listen to us?
Children.
Oh. I'm picturing just carrying a child on the end of a fishing pole.
Ah!
14.
You seem like you want to do the righteous thing. And you're not a pushover like Nicholas. He doesn't know what the meaning of righteousness is. He sent you to kill me, and he didn't even come here to do it himself. We worked together for 40 years, and this is how he, repays me.
he does have to get the presents out, but I suppose you two are at professional odds about that.
I mean, the presents are very nice. Just look at this sweater. Ooh, the craftsmanship.
Gar kind of looks at his own sweater and nods. It's true.
Oh, this is a weird profession we have.
So, burn the mutant now or murder children?
I feel like the play is to murder him now. Maybe we
Alright.
can be reporting about it.
Well, I
Well,
heard your argument, and you're wrong. So the time has come for you to die.
so you think you
Not off
can
the flavor at it.
you think you can face off against me? I'll have you know I'm quite the powerful mutant. I'd like to see you even try.
All right. How do you want
Can
to
I
do?
can I just slap him right off the chair?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I try to like Han Solo him and just fucking fill him full of lead in the middle of the boasting?
Yeah, you can shoot him if you'd like. Go ahead and roll a ballistic skill test to
Okay.
try and shoot him.
I don't
Yeah,
feel
fuck
bad.
it. I'm just gonna open up full auto.
All right, go ahead. Well, you're point blank.
No aim, point blank, full auto, and hang on. Sorry, I buried the window by accident. I think no mods.
All right. So yeah, you hit him. I think at least twice.
He
It's
says
on
bye.
full auto. It's per degree of success.
Oh.
Past base.
Okay, so yep, you hit him as many times as you go full auto. The
It's-
bolt rounds rip into his chest and body and just ha! Part of my mutation is I can't feel pain. At which point he just falls over to the side.
The
I
pain
think-
wasn't strictly a requirement.
I think I might be dying. Yes, I'm losing quite a bit of blood here.
Oh.
Can we still have the Zemnis cat?
No,
Well, we're gonna take. I'm taking him anyway.
Hang on. Please?
we didn't. I'm dying, you dick.
Pretty please?
You gotta feed him, children. He just bleeds out.
Can I save him and then we can feed him so he's still alive?
You could go ahead and make a medicine check if you'd like.
Are you really gonna stabilize him just to feed him to the cat?
Yes.
Damn, Diego.
So
Uh,
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
pour myself, like, set down my storm bolter, and pour myself another cup of eggnog. Is this
No.
happening?
This guy did have like 4 bolt rounds just tear into his torso, so this is gonna be like a
He
negative.
had 8 bolt rounds tear into his torso. That
Hang
was
on,
Oh,
let me-
this is definitely
Just
gonna be at like a.
knock it
This is gonna be like a negative 30. So go ahead.
If he's bleeding, can I use a suture kit?
Hang on. Can I find out how much damage I did to him?
Yes, go ahead and roll damage.
All right, it's gonna be 8d10 plus 8, and we'll. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna roll 8d10 twice, and take the higher for tearing.
Okay. Let's see here. So we're looking at.
That's the first one.
Same
Wow.
thing.
Okay.
I think
And
he
then
did
that's
53.
plus 8 and pen 4. So.
Oh, he didn't have any armor on. No, this would be like a toughness versus like 4. So.
All right.
I greased him pretty good.
Yeah, Tigo, this is like a negative 30. You're not gonna be able to use the suture kit. This is like.
You might be able to sew.
Oh. Well,
Wait, how is it a
Take the-
118?
take 30 off.
All right. Well, either way, you still succeed. Wow. Somehow Tigo is like able to use the medicine kit. It's like, well, the majority of his torso has been opened up. His lungs have been burst. Most his rib cage has been torn apart. But what if I just
Jerry rigged this.
Tigo just basically like takes medical tape and just like wraps him back up. He looks more like a mummy.
All right, and then so I just want to drag him by the leg, and we're gonna go to the cat.
He's just like, he wakes up. Oh, I'm alive. The God Emperor is with me. Hey, where are we going?
Don't you worry about it, buddy.
Where's Mr. Whiskers?
Oh, he's in his playpen, which is also the garage. But it's the only place I had big enough.
Okay.
You're just gonna one-arm him over the fucking balcony, aren't you?
Wait.
Hey, Mr. Whiskers.
Where are
While
we
you
going?
drag him off
I
to
like.
Mr. Whiskers.
No, listen. It's like I'm waving to the cat, like, hey.
I'm gonna go to the murder chamber and lower the children down from their hanging cage.
So inside the room where he was giving you the eggnog, he has like a little like he basically has a little control that he'd been using that wirelessly like sends out signals to open up the various doors in the building.
Does Gar get back to
I'll
see
use
the
that.
murder?
The buttons are not labeled.
Oh.
I don't suppose I could try to use my scanner tool to try to figure out which circuits are going to what, like electrical engineering style.
You could try to. It's probably like a negative 10, just because it's not quite the intended use.
Damn.
All you can determine is that it's sending out a wireless signal.
Nope, I got nothing. Sorry. Maybe we try the buttons one at a time to make sure we don't open the door to the pit and drop the kids at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there's
so-
like 8 buttons.
Yeah, so before anyone goes anywhere, we should just try them one at a time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a 1d8.
Okay.
Gar presses button. Bottom of the cage opens up, and the kids fall about 3 meters. Ah! Both of them.
Well, there weren't spikes or anything, were there?
No, it just lands on like flat ground.
Okay. So, I mean, the first ones to land will probably cushion the others, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Do they
They're
seem to be
kids.
alive?
They're fine, you know, a little banged up, but they're kids. They're practically made of
They're
rubber.
bouncy, yeah. They're made of rubber.
I'll go over and join you and use my grapnel line to give them a way to climb out and or climb in and pull them out.
So currently the room is sealed by the various doors.
Right.
You could put the grapple line through the bars into them, but they wouldn't be able to like get out that way.
Okay, then yeah. Do we have anything like thermite that we could use to try to cut the bars?
You don't have anything like thermite, but you could attempt to cut the bars somehow.
Maybe I can use one of my hotshot las packs as kind of a try to weaken the bars at where they connect, so I can pull one end down.
Set it to overload and stick it in
basically
the
just
window frame.
Okay. You would have to do something like a tech use test to set that up.
Can I get a bonus because Imperial Guard shit is deliberately meant to be used roughly?
You do have that one trait talent.
I do, yeah.
Okay, you get a +10 to this.
Okay, that still isn't... Well, no, I can use my tool as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that gives me
Okay.
just enough.
Even without the +10, you still would have done it. So you're able to like take a hotshot pack and rig it up as a kind of like impromptu grenade and plop it next to the bars. And after you set it to go, and after like 10 seconds, it explodes and does. Let's do like a 1d12. Okay, and it blows up enough that it's able to like pop a few of these basically like melt the bars in the area, and they start to like just run as liquid metal down the side.
All right, I'll using a glove or a towel or something, just kind of while the rest of the bars are still malleable, pull them away to make a bigger opening.
Okay. Go just make a strength test.
I might. Can I request help with that because I am
On
I
Noodle.
can help.
All right. E.
No man, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that was just like.
To be fair, the metal's molten. I'm not trying to bend like cold steel. I'm just trying to get the ones that have already started becoming malleable.
Watchmaker just flexes on Eve. Hey Eve, might need your help. No, sorry. Watchmaker pulls the remaining melted bars in this one section away, leaving a large enough hole.
Title of some sort of tape. And then I'll use my grapple line to get the kids out.
Okay. Watchmaker sets the grapple line. The kids gather around like near the hole that you've made. Do you just send it down for them, or do you actually go out into the pit for them?
Yeah, I'll go down. Mostly so they don't fuck up my mag line. And I'll make a couple of trips back and forth, maybe get the others to help me do like a fireman carry line up to the edge of the pit.
All right. After a few minutes, you're able to get all like 12 kids up from the hole back.
Well, do we want to leave the Zemmiscat and then come back for it later?
Nope. So you have Ruprecht with you. Wait, they've been wicked. They have to be punished.
I mean, I'm still waiting to throw him to the cat.
Oh yeah. Hey, which button opens the door?
Make a. Why do you want to know? He's like a little out of it.
He's got enough food if we can't figure out what to do with him.
Make a deceive test. Are you sure? I feel like maybe you want to do something unbecoming of a gentleman with the Zemmiscat involving me.
I mean, all the kids are safe. We could just hit all the buttons.
One at a time, still.
Okay, roll a 1d8.
Who's doing that?
Shouldn't it be
Let's let Gar push buttons.
Shouldn't it be a 1d7 now because you eliminated one?
Well, they no, it'll still be a 1d8. If you just hit the same button, it would just like undo the last command.
Is Gar doing that, or is it me?
Whoever has the little control panel.
Did I just hit the D8?
Yep. Yep. So that causes the cage to like head over to the side of the room, and then like a door opens up that would release the kids back into like the upper area where you are now.
So should I hit it again?
Yep. Another 1d8. The door to the like where the Zemmiscat was opens up, and the Zemmiscat walks back in, expecting his meal.
All right, Tigo.
Hey, I tell Gar, like, do you have something to record this? I think Nick wants to see this.
I like your cut, G. Just fucking throw him in. Bong.
The Zemmiscat.
We have like a picture recorder, don't we?
Ariana had the picture recorder.
Let's say we have one. In fact, here.
Let's say we took her stuff when she was.
Okay, never mind. I didn't influence one.
The Zemmiscat walks open to the hole you made and like sticks his paw through, and this large furry like arm like reaches into the hall where you are and starts like feeling around for food.
I just drop him in there.
Perhaps we can discuss this. You see, I'm not too keen on being eaten by a Zemus cat myself.
But the kids aren't either.
Well, you shouldn't have been so wicked.
I feel that I wasn't wicked. I feel I was doing the God Emperor's work, and that perhaps you are the wicked one for preventing me from doing it. Maybe you should feed yourself.
We burn the wicked all the time, and they always say that.
I start lowering him as he makes his case.
It's true. They do. They really do.
The Zemus cat reaches in and attempts to like grab somebody.
You should hang him off a string and use him as a like cat toy.
I keep lowering him and then I pull him back up.
No, you. This isn't like this cat arm. This like large cat arm has just like stuck itself into the hallway and it's like basically like cutting off access. There's no like lowering in. This thing is actually reaching to grab you guys.
Oh, so we're not above him, we're below him?
Oh, no,
No,
we're
you're
above
above,
him.
but he's like standing on his hind legs and like reaching in to grab you, or something at least.
He's the size of a mega tank.
Yeah. Wow.
Just shove him, just
No, bye.
shuffle, guy.
Bye. Good day, sir. And just drop him.
All right. So do you go as a Tico approaching the hole where the Zemus cat is, reaching his arm?
Yeah, just drop him right in there.
All right. As you approach, I'm gonna make an attack roll and see if the Zemus cat.
Remember to hold him out in front of you.
Yeah, I am holding the guy out in front of me.
The Zemus cat swipes to try and get you both, but doesn't manage to get you.
Because if he touched me, I would have ended him.
You would
No,
truly.
cats is cats.
It like doesn't have a good angle, so it like goes above you. Meh.
You want to eat?
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you don't feed me to the Zemus cat, I'll give you some power armor.
Yeah, but it lowers my agility, dude.
You could get
Game
some.
knowledge.
No, I'd like power armor.
What's the cap?
50.
Is there a quality difference here?
Dude, just don't feed me to this cat. What do you want from me? I'm giving you power armor.
I mean, after we feed him to a cat, we can just take his
You
stuff
could just
anyway.
not feed him to the cat, and then shoot him in the head after you get the power armor.
I mean, yeah.
I did kill him once.
My morality here, my like measure of morality, my internal, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I feel like he's not that bad of a guy.
With the exception that he already killed at least 24 children.
I don't know.
Not that bad of a guy.
Fuck
Both
kids, who
sides.
cares?
He's like been true to his word.
I lift him back up and it's like, which way to the power armor?
He stands on his two hooks again. May I see the control panel to have access?
No.
Oh,
Well, I can't get to it without it, and I don't really remember which button it is.
I feel like you do, and you were trying to reverse this situation on us.
Well, I have no option to hurt you, see?
Unless you have some sort of button that releases the cat up here.
I do not.
And I do not believe you.
Well, then we're at the third impasse now, aren't we?
We're really not.
Alright, let me go get you your stupid power armor. He, like, walks through the door and shuts it behind him. And you hear, like, a lock click.
Yeah.
just
Take-
let him go.
You just hear, like, the intercom, take the kids. I'll be back next year. If
You should probably get those organs regrown.
I'm a mutant, they'll grow back.
Oh yeah, alright.
What is this door made out of?
It's just wood with, like, iron bars, like, reinforcing it.
Burn the fucking door down, Gar.
Okay.
Gar
Is this
levels
one of
his...
those situations where it's you can't have your cake and eat it, Ian?
If I'm not getting my power armor, he's not getting his fucking life.
Gar levels the flamer at the door and sets it on fire.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Door catches. Yes, yes. Wow, you really are persistent, aren't you?
As the door burns, I also kick it.
All right.
Yeah.
Make a agility test to see if you catch on fire.
Okay. Agility is this button. I'm probably gonna catch on fire. Oh, yeah.
Gar has caught on fire and also not kicked on the door.
Can I just fire fully automatic through the burning door and just get him in the
What do I need to roll to put Gar out?
You would just have to use a full action to put him out.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Gar probably just stops, drops, and rolls, which is surprisingly more important in Dark Heresy than it is IRL.
Not surprisingly, there's a lot of loose things and OSHA's nowhere to be seen.
Alright, what are we doing with this door? Are we kicking it down still?
I was just gonna fire my Stormbolter on full auto through it and just machine gun him down through the wood, because it's wood, it's not gonna stop bolts.
Yep, go ahead and roll a ballistic skill test.
Okay.
I want him to live, though, so he can die.
That's with no modifiers at all. If I have time while all this is happening, I'll just take the time to aim and add other bonuses, but I figure...
I assumed you did that, yeah. So you just fire like 8 This is full auto?
Yep.
You just fire 8 rounds through the door.
Is there enough door left after that?
No, the door's basically like, with the fire and the bolter rounds piercing it, it basically has been reduced to splinters.
Alright, let's go.
Can I just, can I walk in angrily through the fire and just grab him?
So the door opens up to the staircase leading up into his, like, loft where you had, with the fireplace and the eggnog.
Let's go.
Let's chase him around.
You walk into the room, and there really isn't any other way for him to go, so he's basically, like, collapsed in one of the leather seats. Wow, you're pretty persistent, aren't you?
I just grab him and I drag him right back down.
I'm gonna level with you. I never had power armor.
No, shut up. I don't want to hear you talk anymore.
I'm gonna level with you.
Eyes come out of his mouth.
I never had any power armor.
I don't care right now.
And if I did, I wasn't gonna give it to you.
Shut up. I don't care about your fucking power armor.
Well, you know what? You're not getting any power armor ever. No one's giving you any. And if Nicholas Bari ever promised you any, he wasn't gonna give it to you.
Gar, record this.
So fuck you.
Fuck you. Here,
Fuck you.
I drop him down head first into the to the cat.
I'm just imagining this fucking scene with an inquisitorial acolyte and a mutant going, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
fuck you."
The cat reaches in. Go ahead. As you approach, yeah, the cat reaches his arm into the hallway and makes another attack at you. This will hit unless you can dodge it.
Plus dodge stuff, I don't even remember.
Okay. You're able to dodge out of the way of this arm, but it does grab him. Ah!
Bitch.
I can't feel this, but it's pretty scary still. As the cat just like rips him apart.
That cat has no loyalty.
It's a cat.
I mean, it's just a wild cat he lured in with a child, and then just named. You might as well just like try and be like, this tiger, this random wild tiger has no loyalty.
Gar, Watchmaker kind of solemnly puts a hand on his shoulder. I don't think we're going to be able to keep the Zemus cat.
Wow.
Gar lets out a melancholy sigh.
I wanted the son of cat too.
Beautiful
Maybe
creature.
we can find like an Ogren shelter for very large animals that would maul regular handlers.
Can we just like bring him somewhere and let him loose on some ecosystem that destroys everything?
Technically, this cat is local fauna.
So it's already serving that role.
Well, it's a beautiful creature. I suppose we should just release it.
Right.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that it hasn't developed a taste for children.
Or mutant.
I think it's safe to assume it has developed a taste for children, but, you know.
Hopefully the mutant taste is better.
The woods are dangerous. They should stay in the village. If they're smart children.
Well, maybe we can leave the door open and he can come back here when he gets cold and Nicholas can find him.
Alright. If you had the control panel still, poking around, you would eventually find the button combination needed to open up the gate into the garage and then open up the actual garage outside. So the cat would have access to the back into the woods.
Our sleigh beasts.
Do you wish to let the cat out right now?
Yes, as long as we've made sure there's no way for the cat to get back in and get around to eat the kids before we can find a way to get them onto the sleigh beast sled without them getting eaten by the sleigh beasts.
Why don't we
A lot of
take the
child
control
terror.
panel with us, right? Why don't we take the control panel with us? Worry about getting the kids onto the sleigh beast sleigh safely, and then when we're ready to leave, we can open the door so the cat can
That
get
makes
out and not
sense.
starve to death.
It might chase us if we run, though. Depends on how long the wireless reach is.
You're not sure.
We could always try to signal boost it or something.
You could always let what's his name know, and he can come take care of the cat.
Yeah. Well, let's go try to get onto the sled uneaten.
All right, so the kids are pretty willing to follow behind you. One little girl with like a stuffed like teddy bear.
We have presents for them too.
They light up at that. Oh. One of the older ones like just kind of tries to like keep them going along. They like get out into the cold. They're not dressed in like winter gear, so they're definitely like the wind really bites into them, but they push onto the sled. And
I'll take out my Cameoline cloak and wrap it around them as one big burrito blanket.
The Cameoline cloak helps a little bit, but the wind is not. It is not meant for like providing any measure of like warmth.
Yeah, this is a short-term thing.
They approach the sled and yeah, they see the sleigh and they see that the sleigh beasts have grabbed a couple more deer in your absence, and are at this point more or less covered in blood. And it's like as you approach, they look at you, like their nostrils flaring.
Hello.
Ah.
Got that whip?
Everyone stay behind the sleigh beasts. Everyone stay on the sleigh end of the sleigh beasts.
So the all approach from the back. The kids jump into the sleigh.
And hold on tight.
They do see the presents that you had brought from Nicholas in the back with them.
Those are for you, children.
Oh, they open it up and they pull out coal.
Yes, it's because you were wicked.
But not like
wicked enough
to
be
them
fed
as
to a
cat
cat.
wicked. There's hope for you.
You get to live and have coal. You can even use it to start a fire and stay warm.
Can we do that now?
No, it's for later.
You could turn on your brazier. Just nobody sit behind Gar.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll light up the brazier.
Kid behind him has no eyebrows by the time we get back home.
Gar lights with the brazier. It's they huddle around it for what like warmth it gives.
Builds character. Much like this sleigh beast ride will do.
What do you mean?
Just hold on real tight.
They all hold on as tight as they can.
Let's go.
Does Gar snap the whip?
Car cracks the whip.
The sleigh beasts pick up and then instantly like just do like a 180 and just like kind of like cause the sleigh to drift as they like go back the way they came and just like shoot down this like path you were following. After about like an hour or so, they do eventually arrive back at Nicholas Bari's mansion.
Oh, good.
The ratlings come out. Oh, you're back with the kids.
Well, some of them. The guy was busy.
A lot of them with the cat.
Well, you got a few at least. We'll make sure they get back to the village. That'll be good. The one Rattling, whose brother got eaten, comes. He's like, yeah, see, you just had to stay behind the sleigh beast, then you won't get eaten.
Does one of them whip around and just grab him from behind?
No, he stays behind him. See? Just stay behind. One of them kicks out its leg and hits him in the back. His spine snaps. No.
Oh well. There's more rattlings.
Help me.
I'll give him a nice, gentle bolt round to the skull so he doesn't die in pain.
Watchmaker just goes up, takes a bolt pistol. Bang. The kids just like shield themselves from this. We'll take something with an engine. Like one of the rounds comes up. We'll bring him something that with an engine that can't bite you.
No, sleigh beasts are better than an engine.
Nicholas Barre comes out. Ah, good, you're back. Did you bring my wayward assistant fire? And he just shoots a flamer up into the air.
Actually, we fed him to a giant cat.
From the video. From the video.
Well,
we took a video.
Just so giddy about it.
I mean,
Make sure that everything. Make sure you did get everything on fire too, right?
We didn't. You know, I hoped you would burn him, but you know what? I'm not going to criticize. You dealt with my errant assistant and his desire to punish the wicked children in a less than meaningful fashion.
We definitely burned some things.
Well,
I mean, his place was burning when we left, so.
It's mostly stone, but it's a thought that counts, right?
Well, there's some promethium that'll burn stone. I'll see if my guys can hook you up.
Oh, don't worry.
I'll go right back and burn that place down.
Let's come inside. Warm yourself up by the fire. Rattling,
Okay.
take the children back to town. Just drop them off, I don't know, somewhere in the center. They'll find their way, right? Kids are smart.
By the way, do you want to train the Zemis cat? It's
Ooh, is it locked in? Ooh,
it's responsive to treats.
I could. Well, I have rattlings. No, I couldn't feed them my rattlings. They're too precious to me. Mostly.
Oh yeah, that one guy got kicked in the spine, and I gave him the Emperor's Mercy.
Oh, well, I mean, we could have just healed him or given him some cybernetics, but, you know, you seem like you know what you're doing, so.
Close enough, right?
You gave him Emperor's Mercy, and you gave me shit about keeping that guy alive to feed him to the cat alive.
No, I didn't give you shit. I was like, are you really? And then I answered my own question. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, this is happening. I'm not going to fight it. This is inevitable.
A Zemis cat would be interesting, you know. People don't wear like the curlers they get for Candlemas. I could just stick the Zemis cat on them.
He does seem to be very responsive to positive reinforcement, so you might be able to make something of that. Though he has eaten several children, so you might have to break with that habit.
Kids come and go, right?
We started him on a mutant diet. So look on the bright side. We started.
Yeah, I recommend Karina. They do dropship drop-offs.
Well, I'll certainly head back to Ruperic's lair, free the Zemis cat, see if I can do anything with it. Ooh, I could put a big bell on him.
Like a Liberty Bell collar.
But you've reinforced the spirit of Candlemas. Brutal punishment for those who disobey.
Yes.
And you have saved the children, mostly.
That is kind of true.
I probably should have.
Weren't already dead.
Probably should have called you a little sooner, but.
Watchmaker killed him. I brought him back to life to kill him again. That is.
Yeah, I cut him in half with a storm bolter, like right through down the middle.
Very good.
Yeah, we killed him twice, so it's.
Yeah, we brought him back to life to kill him again.
Well, come inside. Warm yourself by the fire. I have plenty of eggnog. And he brings you inside to give you a cinnamon-flavored eggnog with a little hint of rum in it. And lets you warm yourself by the fire. as the ratlings bring the children back into the city to bring them back to their parents.
I watched Muppet Christmas Carol the other night, and so I'm picturing Rizzo and friends as ratlings.
Yes, exactly. They're basically like 40k gnomes.
Yes.
And the dropship comes back, and you hear over your Fox, like, Interrogator Escher wants you back.
Yeah, let's hail her.
Yeah, I'm on the dropship. Get on.
Gar lets out a loud belch that reeks of mulled wine. We'll be right there.
And you
In a
just...
minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds before I make you come on board.
We're coming.
Fine.
You get to the dropship. Did everyone have fun with Grandpa Nicholas?
Hell yeah.
Always. He lets us burn and murder things.
Twice.
And I don't.
It's not a competition. Everybody's got a different style.
Life's a competition, Watchmaker. Just bear that in mind. And
Can
with
we get a
that,
murder cat?
no, because I don't
We
trust
do
you
like
to.
a murder cat, because we know where there is one.
I would like one, but I don't trust you guys to feed it or clean out its litter box.
That's true.
I mean, do we have a big enough crane for the litter box?
No.
Yeah.
We could drop it on some sand world where everything's a litter box.
Can we just drop it on Sutton?
She thinks about that for a second. As amusing as that would be, and I definitely would like to see him get bat around by that thing. No, not yet.
Yet?
And with that, the door to the dropship closes. It takes off into the sky, and we conclude the Christmas special for 2020.
You've gained nothing and learned nothing.
You've gained nothing and learned nothing, basically.
That was fun.
What I learned is she said yet.
You really are like the Inquisitor's fucking like child. Like, you didn't say. You said yeah. I'm gonna get my murder cat.
Oh yes.
And for the spirit of Christmas, everyone gets 200 screw it, 300 XP.
Yay.
Yay.
And I missed last session, so I assume I don't get that, right?
Oh, we didn't have a last session.